And so far, I would say that Luna is very typical of what a nice, quiet, easy horse will do on day 16. In other words, I can go out and I can saddle her while she's tied up. I can put the bridle on her. I can do some basic groundwork with her. And when I ride her, she'll stand relatively quiet for me to get on. When I ride her, I'm starting to gain some speed control and some direction control. She's not trying to buck me off. She's not trying to run off. We have some reasonable control over her mind. And so I would say that she is pretty typical, or she'd be a good example of what a horse would look like on day 16. Now, that doesn't mean that your horse is going to look like Luna on day 16. Could be that your horse is farther along. It could be that your horse is not quite so far along, right? And so if there are any of the elements that we've worked on so far that your horse struggles with, well, the thing to do is to go back and repeat that the day where we talked about that, or where your horse seems to be hung up, and just keep repeating that day until your horse gets quiet with it. In other words, if your horse doesn't want to stand still and take the saddle quietly, we'll go on back to about day 5 or so, whenever it was we first put the saddle on Luna. I think it's about day 5. That's usually when I want to get the saddling done. And just go back and repeat day 5 until your horse takes the saddle real nice and quiet.